Hi everybody, on Groundhog Day, another Groundhog Day. Pandemic, why not epidemic? That's what I want to talk about today. Please subscribe. If you're watching this, I hope you will subscribe. I get to talk to people and I get some good feedback. Please press the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, don't press it. And hopefully you will like it and share it with your friends. Now, it's kind of interesting. When I hear this word pandemic, I really resist it. I'm thinking, I'm not an expert, but I've done some research on the worldometer, and it just doesn't seem like that. So I decided to look at the definition. A definition of a pandemic is something occurring over a wide geographical area and affecting an exceptionally high proportion of the population. What's an epidemic? An epidemic is a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease, for example, flu or influenza, in a community at a particular time. And so I'm thinking, okay, what's the difference? You know what I think? I think it's more scary. I think it's kind of like it's used as something, because we have had epidemics that come and go. You know, we've had the SARS, we've had influenza. I mean, coronavirus, it's not a new thing. It has happened before with certain influenza strands. I looked at the worldometer, and you know what I found? 0.0004% of the population of the world is affected. Wow! That's a lot less than what you would think based on the way things are presented. And in terms of deaths, and 75% of these are elderly, it's 0.00008%. Wow! That's a lot of, that's a big percentage, isn't it? No, it's not. And so I have really struggled just based on using a calculator to divide and find out what the percentage is. White pill for today, guys. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. It's a great scripture and it reminds me today. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fear should never be an end in itself. It's important in life. Like a child fears its parents. Like we feel, you're driving along and you see a radar, you think, oh, slow down, because we fear the fine. It's designed to lead us somewhere. Children respect their parents through discipline. But fear is never the end. And another little white pill to throw in here from the book of John, from the letter of John. He says, perfect love casts out fear. We are not designed to live in fear. Fear causes a fight or flight feeling. That's what we're going to do. Whether you're going to fight, if you're disciplining a child and they're going to fight, throw a tantrum, or they're going to respond to it. I mean, it's just that simple. This is common sense. What should we do? Be wise. Consider the information. Look at the things that are coming out at the moment. Lockdown, for me, has been a mitigation approach, which is, I think history is going to remember it absolutely shamefully and say, what a stupid thing to do. It was done based on information. It's a guesswork. Even the scientists say that, well, we're just working out these models based on it. Fear has become the end of the game. And pandemic gives that feeling, oh, it's pandemic. And flight has become the response. And I think it's kind of sad. Jesus opposed the Romans and the Pharisees, and he was a rebel. But his heart was set to bring freedom to people. And he gave them that information that they could evaluate and look at. And today there's lots of information now. The mitigation, where we lock everything down and try and mitigate everything, don't open schools, and no kids get really sick. I mean, it's just, this is crazy. However, this is the thought of some, and okay, it's to be respected. And then there's a herd immunity factor where Sweden didn't shut down, and the statistics don't show that it was to a benefit to shut down when you compare them. Interestingly enough, the social media is removing anything that opposes the point of view of a pandemic. It's kind of crazy. You've got to wonder, you can see why conspiracy theories abound, but that's not my motive today to get too into that. It's time to stop fearing and forget safety first. Life can't always be lived safely. I know it sounds good, safety first, but I wouldn't have done anything in my life if I put safety first. Very interesting thing by Mike Rowe I heard on the Dave Rubin report, a bit of advertising for him. A great thing to watch. You know, it's dangerous if medical people are the ones who are in control of the world. And that's what's happened. And this fear, they'll always err on the side. I worked in a hospital for 3 years, I know. Fear God, not man. Stop being afraid of a pandemic. Yes, epidemics come and go. There was AIDS, SARS, actually interesting stuff I've been listening to where these probably were man-made. We've had all different ideas, but there's some really interesting things where doctors in the past have spoken out and even now are speaking out about the control of the drug companies and the way they try and influence the direction of things. I have a daughter, little 14-month-old daughter, and I disciplined her today. I had to. She was kind of being unruly and throwing a tantrum. But you know what? She doesn't fear me. She only fears me if she's in trouble. But the fear leads her to wisdom. We live in love and we live in a relationship. Fear should not be the end game, and it's been made that in this. Time to speak up, guys, and explore the things. If you disagree with me based on information, I'm not a scientist, so I'm listening to other people, but I've listened to both sides of the story. Time to stop being scared. Let's get on with life, and let's break the shackles off this, and, let's forget the recession or depression. We can turn it around because God has given us freedom and liberty to do that. God bless you. I hope you like this one. And it's a passion to me. So let's get free. Let's get free of fear. Let's start making wise decisions. God bless you. The fear of God is the beginning, not the end of wisdom. Take care.